Hey, it's Ms.Moni Hart with another video. And right now, I'm out walking, stretching my legs on this beautiful fall day. And I was watching a video on Instagram, and it was posted by, I believe it's DMV to Baltimore or DC to Baltimore. But the video will play next. Okay, so it was two women that were talking about dating in Washington, D.C. So I have on my Washington Redskins jacket for this one because we're talking about D.C. So what these women were talking about was like, they weren't from D.C. They came to D.C. to go out and possibly meet some guys. But how the whole conversation was, they were talking about like we're just downgrading DC men. And what they were saying was, when you go to bars, when you go to lounges, clubs, whatever, if a man wants to talk to you, he needs to pay your bill and buy all your drinks. And if you're with friends or whatever, he should be able to pay for all of your meals, or whatever. And which they were saying was, in DC, that didn't happen. A lot of guys wanted to talk to them, didn't want them to leave, but they waited until after they paid their own bill. But in one place that they went to, they said it was 25 men in one lounge. 25 men, and it was the two of them plus two other women that was in this lounge. And when they came in, men were just watching them because they were dressed cute, but the men were watching them. And I thought, and I'm like, what men are gonna stay in a bar with nothing but men? Men are crowded up together, talking to each other, but they're not really venturing out to the women. My first thought, are you in an LGBTQ bar? Because, I mean, I would think that's what would hit me. Then the men are staring at you, because possibly, like, what are you doing here? Another thing, one of the guys came over and was like jokey and was saying, I told my friends that I knew y'all, so I wanted to come over, and talk to you or whatever. So she was like, are you going to pay for our food? Are you going to pay for our bill? And so he was like, no, but I will buy you a top shelf drink. And she's like, nah, we're going to leave. If you're not going to pay for our bill, we're going to leave. So then after they pay for their bill and they're about to leave, he comes back over and like, don't leave. We'll buy you drinks. We'll buy some drinks. So they wound up leaving because she said, are you going to correct the problem? That's what she kept on saying. Are you going to correct the problem? The problem was they didn't want to pay them daggone bills. They wanted to eat for free, drink for free, and go home, go back to their Airbnb, tore up, and that's about it. But my thing that I want to say, if I go out, I'm going to make sure I have my own money. I'm going to, buy what I want, drink what I want. That's the only purpose. I mean, if you're going out, you should have your own money. And then conversation. She said conversation isn't free. Like, so to talk to someone, they have to pay for your food and your drinks, just meeting you. That is crazy to me. And then it's also making it seem like, and it's a lot of women out here now that are like this, where it's like modern day prostitution to me, in my eyes. Like, if you want me to talk to you, you have to buy this for me. If you want some coochie from me, you have to give me this or you have to give me that. No, I will say indirectly and directly, people pay the opposite sex for things. But I'm not just gonna come. I'm not just gonna come out and be like, "Oh, if you want to talk to me, you need to give me A, B, C, D, and E." And I think it just takes away from getting the courting and getting to know someone. Because then when you get into, and that's why men are so quick now to jump in and like, oh, I'm gonna hit that. That's what they all about. Because of the fact that this is what these girls are out here doing now. Like you can't even have a conversation with a man without him being like, oh, uh, let's get in the bed. Let's get on the couch. Let's get in the kitchen. Let's get in the car. I mean, it's just taken away from courting, and it's messing up the whole dating thing because it's going more into my opinion, Ms.Moni Hart's opinion, is going more into prostitution. That's how I see it. If for you to have a conversation with somebody to get to know before you even know their name, you're like, you gotta buy me a drink for me to tell you my name. Like, what in the world? Like, what's the point of going out? What's the point of socializing and having a good time if it's the stipulation is if you want to know my name, you have to buy me a drink or you have to pay my tab, my ticket for my food and whoever else is at the table with me. Like, what? And I'm a woman saying this because, I mean, don't go out if you don't have no money. That's the whole thing. Don't go out if you don't have any money. If you can't afford to, if you used all your money to buy a little cute little outfit and the little shoes and your little purse and everything, and you ain't leave enough coin in that daggone pocket in the wallet to go out to the club, don't go. Because if you think that, it's crazy to me. And that's like my new little thing now. This prostitution thing, it is crazy. It's crazy. People are selling their soul for little to nothing. They are really out here selling their souls. And I'm just fed up. So watch this video and comment down below and let me know what you think. Remember, this is Ms.Moni Hart's opinion. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what you think. Watch this video and thank you so much. Well, I screen recorded Instagram, so I wanted to shout out DMV to Baltimore or DC to Baltimore, whichever one, but you'll see it on this video right about now.
With money, all of them talking about money, all of this, and it's like, sir, sit the F down. I'm sorry, but it's crazy. We had all this weaponizing competence. We had men telling us that there are more beautiful women in San Diego and LA as are. Dating in DC is trash. I'm gonna tell you why. Go ahead, Ali.
All right, so we went out to 4 different bars yesterday.
Yeah, like lounges. They're all upscale.
All upscale, all at really high-end hotels. And one thing that we observed is that men want to approach you. They will approach you.
They are gonna approach you
after you pay your tab.
Yeah. It's a weird dating culture here. This is not like in New York. It's not like in Miami, where if men see you, you're beautiful. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you something? Right? It's over here that they want to make conversation, and I do think this is related to being a minority because we are not the beauty standard here. We are not the beauty standard. No.
Well, who is
not
in
DC?
DC in Chocolate City? Who's the beauty standard? What?
So pretty much we went to one lounge in particular. There's an energy convention going on. A lot of males.
We were probably,
I don't know. It's
like four women.
4 women and like 25 men.
Yeah. LGBTQ bar.
Pickings are great. Like we're not
4 women,
anything, like,
25 men.
All men, literally business suits. Like they are all dressed. Like they look like they are, you know, loaded. Like they're very.
They look like they were loaded. How do you know what their bank account says? Just because how they dressed.
They have no problem staring. Though.
No problem staring, honey.
We were looking good.
We were looking good, and my thing is, we're wrapping up the night. Okay, no one's saying anything. We're just getting stares. I'm okay. Well, we're just gonna go then. So we, you know, pretty much the bill comes.
Yeah, and then one guy who's been eyeing Mara all night comes over, tells her, "You're so hot." I told my friend that I know you. That's why I'm staring.
And he's like, "Well, can you stay? Like, I'll get you something top shelf." And I said, "Well, you know, we're actually about to leave, and we're actually about to close up the tab. So, I mean, if you want to cover this, you can. If you want us to stay, but if not, like, we're just gonna go." And he, what did he say? Go ahead.
He put his hand out and he said,
"No."
I won't do that.
I already told you girls, when a man says no to you, what the hell that means, okay? At this point, you're not even trying to impress. So I was like, okay, thank you for your no, and I'm gonna say no to you, so we're just gonna go then. So as we're leaving, he starts to chase me down, talking about, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Well, you're not gonna pay, so why are we gonna stay?" what freaking logic is that? So, anywho, where we were seated, there was a table next to us of two older men. And
they're witnessing everything.
They witnessed the whole entire exchange. And then one of them was like, what did he say?
Because she said out loud that if you're not paying my tab,
I said it all out loud. Yeah.
Then that man, another man who's staring, who witnessed everything, said, "I agree with you. I agree that a man should pay the tab if he wants you to stay." The thing is, he didn't pay either.
And the thing is, too, they were trying to sneak in conversations with her when I'm going to the bathroom, stuff like that. You know, just kind of like, they were also kind of chipping in the whole entire night that we were there. And it's kind of like, if you're not going to, I think the bar culture or lounge culture is, if you want to talk to a single, beautiful woman, that there is some type of, we want to pay, we want to do something, right? It's not free conversation out here. We're not doing that, okay? So the fact that you want to make a comment on that and not even solve the problem is better if you just said nothing. That's my thing. So say nothing. You can observe the situation and say nothing. Okay, like why did you comment? That's what I think kind of like rubbed us the wrong way. And then we went to another place and literally the same thing happened. We're about to leave. Our thing's already paid. We want you to stay. We want you to stay now. We'll get you whatever you want. And it's like, but we already paid. Were you going to solve the problem? No. Yeah? So we had a continuation literally throughout the night of men who would wait for our bill to already be there and or pay, then want to come at us with the whole whatever, okay? These were black men, these were white men, these were middle-aged men too, at that, men with money, all of them talking about money, all of this, and it's like, sir, sit the F down, I'm sorry. Like, it's crazy. We had all this weaponized incompetence, we had men telling us that there were more beautiful women in San Diego and LA as are dating in DC is trash.